up? What's happening, everybody? My name is Charles Blaze, and this is the #1 Drew Scheffler-less podcast on the internet. This is the Current Gaming Podcast, episode number 8. I am joined today by David Morgan. What's going on, man?
What's going on, people?
Our buddy Aaron Weeks. How's it going?
Good.
And Cheyenne Clark.
Hello.
So, today we got a cool little slate of stuff we're going to be talking about today. But first, Aaron, I want you to tell everybody about your beer.
Dude, this is like hands down the nastiest thing I've ever had in my life.
What are
It's
you
supposed
drinking?
to be passion fruit. Don't know how to pronounce this word. Gose, sour ale. It's fucking gross. It tastes like
Maracuja by Rheingeist, Cincinnati made.
Hoo-ha.
it's like if you threw up. It's the inside of your mouth after you throw
It
up.
tastes like bile.
It's disgusting.
It's foul.
Great.
But I'm gonna drink
Takes
it.
the enamel right off your fucking teeth.
It really does.
The
That's
worst.
good. I had braces growing up, and like I didn't brush my teeth well enough, so I lost all my enamel. Like it's all fucked up.
I think that's supposed
That's
to
a
come
shame.
back.
I don't think it grows
That's not
back.
normal.
I don't think that's how enamel works.
I don't think it grows back. I think it's like
I don't know, why do your teeth feel gritty when you drink lemon juice and then it doesn't anymore after a while?
that's not enamel.
That's
That's asceticism.
Acidicism. You gotta watch out for the acidicism.
Whatever, I'm
Yeah.
not a fucking dentist. I don't
Fucking
need
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about video games.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about video games. We got a cool slate of stuff we're gonna talk about today. Talk about Nintendo Switch. Gonna talk about some Overwatch. But the first thing we're gonna be talking about is Sony, and apparently their contempt of indie games as a genre. Well, it's not really a genre, I guess. It's more of a, I don't know, a staple kind of thing. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Jim Ryan, who we talked about 2 weeks ago, who was the person that talked about crossplay between the Switch and the Xbox One.
Is he like their PR guy? What is his
He's
position?
their senior. I don't know. Look it up. Like, what is it?
Senior fuck up?
Yeah. He's the guy they send out to give just bad quotes.
I guess so.
He was talking about. He was asked a question by GamesIndustry.biz.
Whoever the fuck that is.
Right.
Hey man, they're good.
Hey, no disrespect.
You
Who the
said
fuck are we?
whatever the fuck that is. No disrespect.
Who the fuck are we, to be honest? So,
Yeah.
like, whatever.
He was talking about indie games and how they didn't get a lot of showtime on the show floor at E3. And he said, these are the quotes that you can pick out from his comment. He was talking about how a lot of people put the collages of indie games together. He says, one thing we realized about video game collages of 10 indie games in a minute is that they're meaningless. They don't really show anybody anything. They're viewed as kind of a waste of time. Which, like, to a certain extent, I kind of get, because you don't know, like, what the games are, like, especially if they don't put, like, that title thing, you know what I'm saying, like, but the big thing at the end of the quote, he was talking about, what they were showing during their pre-show, and he said, the fact that we elected, along with many other things, to show Gran Turismo and PlayLink at the pre-show, and not give it its own spot during the stage this week, in no way means it's not important, or it's not there, or that we don't worry about it. It was just good to talk about in 2013 and 2014, and now it's less relevant. We have VR to talk about now, for example. And I just kind of wanted to get your guys' take.
Let me
on it.
translate. Now it's less lucrative.
Yeah.
And now VR is the new hotness, because VR is selling because it's hardware and it makes them money. And indie games aren't needed anymore, because initially they were there to sell consoles, because in the beginning of the last console generation, the PS3 started really slow, didn't have any titles, didn't have any software, so in order to give the PS4 a head start, they showed all these fucking indie titles, like, we got the games, we got the IPs, we got the support, and now that's not making them the money because they already sold the PS4s. So now they're going to show shitty, like, Steam Greenlight tier VR games in hopes that you'll buy a PS4 Pro and a VR headset. That's just what I think, but I honestly think that is actually what he meant to say. He just was having a bad day or didn't have his coffee. I don't know, kind of a weird way to take it with him, but
No.
what do you guys?
I get what he was kind of saying about, like, seeing, like, a whole montage of, like, indie games and being like, okay, what even are any of these, and, like, kind of not being interested in them. But, like, I don't think that's the fault of the indie developers. I think that's the fault of, like, the publishers that are putting together these big showcases, and they're like, we don't really need to give any airtime to indie games, like, we'll just put them all in montage and people will look them up later. So I kind of understand that point, but they're really just like, so now we're just going to show a whole montage of VR games because that's what people want to see now. They want to see that we're getting into the VR stuff and we're going to do all the new things. So I think it's not really the fault of the indies that, like, they're not as important when they've got all these other big titles that people are focusing on, like, during E3 in their showcases.
Yeah. I agree with you on the montage stuff. Like I've seen showcases in the past, specifically like PSX, where they put the sizzle reel together, and it's like you have like something might look cool, and it's like you gotta dig it out and you gotta like go through like fucking like scrub through the fucking YouTube video and like see what the fuck is up. What do you think, Aaron?
I think I understand what he was trying to say. Like he instead of saying like it sounded like he was shitting on indie games. Like we don't need these anymore. They're irrelevant.
VR is the future.
Right, but I think what he was trying to say is like this is what we're focusing on right now. Like this is what we're gonna put at the forefront of our like marketing because this is what we're dumping our money into. Like it wasn't supposed to be like a slight to indie games, but that's how it came out, kind of.
Yeah, I definitely feel that way. Maybe don't let Jim Ryan talk to these reporters anymore. I don't know. I'm sure he's a high level. He's like CEO of brand marketing or something like that. I can't exactly remember. You can watch my video, The Hot Take, about him, where I make him look like Bane on the thumbnail. This next story we have is about the top 10 selling games for May during the U.S. from the wonderful folks over at MPD Group. And the number one selling game, if Cheyenne will scroll down for me, is Injustice 2, of course. We were talking about that. Followed by Mario Kart 8, Grand Theft Auto 5, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Prey, Tom Clancy, Ghost Recon, Fire Emblem Echoes. That's new, right?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
That's
it's like after whatever the last one was called.
Yeah.
There was two of them, right? It was like Conquest and Birthright.
I lost track after Awakening.
They were Fates.
Fates, yeah, that's what it's called. That's like the term for both of them.
Yeah, alright. So, NBA 2K, MLB 17, and Overwatch were the top 10 games of May. It's kind of Injustice is new.
Does not include digital sales.
Does not include digital sales. Yeah, some of these don't include digital sales. That's how MPD like just has to work their stuff. Injustice 2, and then Prey was in May, right? I think. And Fire Emblem was maybe in May, I would assume. Anybody know? No? Alright.
Prey?
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Fire Emblem. Well, Prey was May.
I
Right?
didn't
Fire
even know
Emblem
there
might
was
have
new
been
Fire
May.
Emblem.
Yeah, exactly. That's everyone. Well, everyone else was
And yet
like,
it's a
oh
top
wait,
seller.
the new Fire Emblem is out. I should go buy that now.
Yeah. Apparently. So yeah, Injustice 2, number one. That I don't know. I feel like it's kind of surprised you guys. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
Injustice is DC, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Injustice has its like
I don't
own
get it either.
storyline. There was like an Injustice like comic storyline,
Really?
and that came to like the Injustice video game. Injustice did better than people expected, and now Injustice 2 is fucking like apparently doing better than even
Yeah.
I
Is it
thought.
Mortal Kombat devs?
Yeah, I thought it was like
Okay.
they used the Mortal Kombat engine.
Yeah, it's the
but,
same
like,
exact. It's the same team. They they flip flop.
Didn't they have a game that was like Mortal Kombat and DC together?
Yeah, that was fuck.
It was Mortal Kombat versus DCU.
Yeah, I
wasn't
think
it?
that's
And then they
Yeah.
just spun that off
Yeah.
into Injustice.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
NetherRealm is.
See, I would think that if it was like a Marvel game, like Marvel vs. Capcom, it would sell super well just by virtue of being part of the Marvel.
I mean, Marvel vs.
cinematic.
Capcom has like a legacy too. Injustice is relatively
Yeah.
new.
Yeah, but
That's
people
true.
love the fucking superhero stuff right now. So I just thought
Yeah.
by virtue of them having so many Marvel movies out, it
Do
would
we
help
think-
boost sales.
Do we think that Wonder Woman's success had any kind of impact on Injustice
highly
2?
doubt. I mean, possibly, but the correlation's probably not that. I think just people being into superheroes right now had the
That's-
most to do
yeah.
with it. Like, regardless if it's Marvel or DC, I don't think anybody fucking cares. It's just like, superheroes, that's cool, and I like fighting games. Like, everybody likes fighting games, like, even casually. Like, it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really like Injustice. I don't like fighting games.
Those
that
games
much.
aren't really like they're not Marvel vs. Capcom in the sense that they're like they have a hardcore community, I'm sure, but
They're
like
mechanically
Oh, yeah.
kind of.
I can say that me personally, I would pick up Injustice or Injustice 2 before I pick up Mortal Kombat just because like I like the DC characters as far as superheroes and there's like actually a kind of a storyline to it, you know? And it's like it's fun to experience the Injustice storyline in like a video game setting rather than having to pick up all these comics that I don't care about.
Yeah,
So like I feel like that might be why Injustice is doing better than we thought it would.
yeah.
true.
Prey also on there. I'm happy to see that.
That's insane. I thought that game flopped hard.
No, I mean, like it's fifth. It doesn't count digital sales, so like it might have been higher, it might have been lower. I don't know.
I don't know.
Because a bunch of other games don't. But I don't know. I finished that game this past week. It was pretty fun. The end kind of like falls off a cliff a little bit
Really?
to a certain degree. Yeah, like
I heard the opposite, but
the last whoever told you that was wrong. Like it's like objectively like the end is not good. Like the last fifth of that game just becomes like a fucking train wreck
awful.
to a certain point.
It sucks.
The end, the story, the narrative of the end was really cool, but like what you were doing is actually terrible. Grand Theft Auto hanging in there, man. Good for Grand
Jesus
Theft
I
Auto.
Christ.
can't believe
At
it's
some
still
point,
such
Who
a...
doesn't own that game now?
Right. How is it still... It's number 3 out of all of these.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about Mario Kart 8 though. Like Switches aren't selling because there's none in stock. So like, who's buying it?
I don't know. Some must.
Everyone
must
that has a Switch.
Yeah, everybody
apparently.
has it. Yeah, I'm sure if you looked at, remember there was that like stat like
The
after the first
retention
month
rate.
of the retention
Yeah.
rate of Zelda. I'm sure Mario
Yeah.
Kart's like
It's
Closing
there.
in on 100.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much.
gotta be crazy. Yeah, new Fire Emblem game. None of us knew about. I mean, I don't have a 3DS,
Yeah.
but you two both play 3DS games.
I played
Yeah.
the Fire Emblem games
Yeah.
on the
I
3DS.
mean,
I
I
had
heard about
Fates.
it.
I just did not hear about
yeah.
Shadows or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
man.
didn't hear about it until like the day it came out, and people were like, "Oh yeah, I pre-ordered this. I guess I better
Cool.
get it."
The
Like,
very little marketing required, I
yeah,
guess.
I guess.
They got that. They have that hardcore fan base that likes making those pretty boys and girls kiss.
I mean, it could be
Um,
because like I kind of fell out of it after Fates. Like I just didn't care for Fates as much as Awakening, so like I didn't follow it as much as I did.
It's becoming very formulaic on the 3DS right now.
Yeah.
That's very true.
If you scroll down, it tells you the top 10 games from year to date. Keep going. Top selling games of 2017. Right, that's it. No, top selling games. Yeah, 2017. So Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands.
What the fuck?
For Honor, Zelda, Horizon, Grand Theft Auto, which didn't come out. So these aren't games that just came out this year. Most of them are.
Okay.
Mass Effect, Resident Evil, NBA, Injustice 2, Call of Duty. So yeah, the two Ubisoft games, they're like games as
Ugh.
service games, still
Yeah.
lighting up the charts.
The only one that surprises me is For Honor, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't believe that's up
kind
there.
of surprises me the most.
'Cause I feel like-
number one. Like I don't know. I guess
Yeah,
people
that
that
too.
are into like the Ghost Recon games, but
But like the Tom Clancy games, I feel like always do at least kind of well.
yeah.
Like For Honor, I don't hear anybody talking about that anymore.
no.
No. I feel like that.
Oh, it's got like
Yeah.
less
After
than
the
1,000
beta, like,
players.
no
so-
one
But
was
I mean,
talking
people
about it.
people bought that game.
I-
Like
I guess.
like perfect example, like our friend Caleb, like he bought it day one. We played the shit out of it for like 2 days and then never
It
heard a
was
word
literally
about
like
it again.
half the community did that.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
like
yeah, that's
it sold
like-
well initially,
It has
but
that hardcore community like sticking with it, I guess.
yeah.
So, yeah, that is the sales for the month of May. The next story we have is about Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Apparently, they're like, so originally it came out bundled with Infinite Warfare for like 10 or 20 bucks extra. I can't remember exactly what it was, but now they are breaking that up. They're going to have a full, like, it's on a disc and everything. It's going to be $40 for.
That's fucking ridiculous.
For
People will buy it though. I feel like.
But
But
then
no
the-
shit.
Oh, of course people buy it. The
Yeah.
thing I thought was the best was it doesn't include all the content. Like,
What the fuck?
and then they're selling the map packs for $15.
Oh my
That's so
god.
fucked up.
Which-
Okay.
That's very brazen. Shout out to Activision because that's you know who.
The worst part is though, like hardcore Call of Duty
Of
players will
course.
100% buy it.
Of course,
Yeah.
I just thought that's this game
It's 'cause
is
they
like
know
10
they can
years
do it.
old, and they're selling
Who
10-year-old
the fuck called it
DLC.
the best remaster of the year? IGN? Fuck off.
I'm sure it was a fine remaster. What else came out last year that was remastered?
The Last of Us
Did not come out last
Yeah.
year.
Whatever.
Also, Modern Warfare was like a big
No.
deal. Like people loved that fucking game.
I guess.
I'm trying to think what else came out remastered last year.
I don't know. I
I
don't
can't
fucking
think
pay
of
attention to
anything.
them because like
I
it's
mean,
old.
that was the best one.
Like I don't care that much for Call of
IGN
Duty, but like I liked
Whatever.
that one.
That
Yeah.
game's awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
Game defined.
I'll just
online
wait
multiplayer.
until October when there's a super deluxe Modern Warfare 4 for $15 on sale with all the content.
Super deluxe.
Yeah.
And then I'll buy it and play it for 2 hours and
Whatever
get bored.
they
Yeah,
Remember why I stopped playing Call of
but
Duty.
yeah, I just thought
Yeah.
shout out to Activision for being that brazen and just
They went for
understanding
it.
your audience, what your audience will tolerate, evidently, because like goddamn, if any other franchise charged $15 for DLC that was 10 years old, no one else would get away with that.
Absolutely
but
not.
no, Call of Duty, it's fine. Yeah.
Jesus
So the next story is also about Activision, sorta, because they published Destiny. But Bungie is starting to shut down some of the old Destiny 1 competitive events that are have taken place. So Iron Banner, which is the Iron Banner is the one where your gear like counts like there's no level.
It's
cap.
It's Crucible, but your gear counts towards like your
Yeah, like
stats.
not everybody's
So,
like nerfed and stuff like that.
yeah,
And they're also shutting down Trials of Osiris, which is like the 3v3 PvP thing.
and that kind of bums me out. Like I like Trials.
Yeah, Trials was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously they're doing this kind of migrate. They're starting to get their player base away from the old Destiny and onto Destiny 2, which I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Like, so
I
say
think it's smart. I mean, you don't want to split the community. Like you'll always have people that are clinging to the first game, whether they can't afford the new game, which is fine, or they just prefer it. I think it's smart to try to kind of wean people off slowly and kind of get them into the sequel. Like I always wondered, like if World of Warcraft had a sequel, how the fuck would Blizzard be like, by the way, you have to leave everything behind and move to the next game.
Yeah, it would never happen.
It
They would
just so this is Bungie's way of like trying to. It just is very uncommon for you to have to like kind of herd everyone to a new game. But I mean, I think it's understandable. They don't want to keep everyone there. They want to move them on to the probably the improved version of their franchise. Hopefully.
I guess I see that, but like I don't know, just like spitballing. If I was a person that like maybe I really love Destiny 1, maybe I don't know, for whatever reason I'm not gonna play Destiny 2 right away, and like so say they're shutting these things off, but they just shut out everything because like it's all you have to be online at all times to play the game. So like theoretically they could just shut down the servers and like migrate them all to Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Like so like at a certain point it's like that disc literally you can do nothing with that disc. I don't know. That's just a weird thing to think.
I didn't know. Was it always online? You have to be online to play.
Yeah, no matter what, you have to be online.
I doubt they'll shut down the servers. This is just like they shut down like SR. Bring SRL back, goddammit. SRL was the best thing I ever did in that game.
Yeah.
That was so fun. They've shut down events before. Like these are just
yeah.
events.
They've shut down events, but like Iron Banner's not like an event. You like Iron Banner was like a long-standing thing. Like it went away every now and then, but like it was like a long-standing thing.
I mean, these things are probably going to come back in Destiny 2, though.
They did say that they're returning in
I'm
some
sure.
form.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it like from the point of view of somebody that maybe
Doesn't want to buy Destiny 2.
doesn't want to buy Destiny 2 or isn't going to buy Destiny 2 right now, or maybe they want it like in 5 years from now, after when Destiny 3's out, they want to like go back and like, we can do an old raid, just get the gang back.
That
together.
goes back to what David was saying. Like it's just like wow, like once a new expansion comes out, like they stop updating like old content.
I'm not
like,
saying
it's still
updating
there,
it, but like no, but like this would imply to me like eventually they would shut down everything, which isn't that crazy to think of. Like
Yeah.
I don't think I guess maybe I don't know, but like is Call of Duty like I mean it probably is like Call of Duty World of War, those servers still up?
No.
There's like community run servers, I think, but I don't,
Yeah, but that's like on PC.
There's like
and
peer to
stuff.
peer stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Just a real weird concept.
It is weird. I don't know. Maybe they'll implement some kind of legacy thing where you can go and play the story mode offline. They'll kind of like patch it in. I could see them doing that.
I understand bringing down the
Or if,
multiplayer stuff
like
though, because
somebody that missed Destiny 1 in 2 years wants to come to that, and they want like, I want to play the first one before.
I'm
to get
sure
acquainted.
they'll. Yeah. Let
Not
you
that
play
the story mattered or anything, but like they want to do it, and like now they can't. That'd be weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Weird
Yeah. So this next story is about everybody's favorite handheld console hybrid, the Nintendo Switch. Got a new update. It's called the 3.0.0 update. Blah blah blah. New features and fixes. If you scroll down, I'm gonna read them all off.
Gotcha.
From Joe Scrubbles.
Scrabbles. We got 3 Switches in this room right now.
Yeah, we do. That's 6 Joy-Cons if you're counting on 2 hands. You can register a channel for specific news and stuff like that to come from your Switch, but actually you might like because you do that new stuff.
yeah, it's actually pretty cool. You can find like there's behind the scenes stuff for different games, like Breath of the Wild. There was like development stuff, like they interviewed like the fuck is that guy's name?
Miyamoto?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Interviewed.
Only the biggest person.
Yeah, like I don't know why I blanked on that. They interviewed like he was in a couple of them. They talked to like the guy that
Dude,
did
your
like the
breath fucking smells
It's
like a dog
this. It's
farted
literal
in
vomit. Like
Oh
it's
my
so
God.
bad.
there. Anyway, I'm sorry.
They interviewed that guy. They talked to the guy that did like the
That
sound
guy.
design. It's just cool to watch. Like it's like the special features on a DVD, like except
Yeah.
on your Switch. Like,
Yeah.
What's the director of Breath of the Wild? Numa? Is that how you pronounce his name?
the guy that wears the blazer with the
Yeah.
fucking like Sheikah Slate shirt all the
He's
time.
fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that guy's cool.
I hope he
But
directs
he's in the interviews too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, of
it's
course he is.
cool.
That's awesome.
Other updates, you can add friends from your 3DS and Wii U friends list, which I'm sure is nice for people. Get notification when your friends go online. Find pair controllers, because I guess like people lose Joy-Con, so like they'll make the Joy-Con
Oh,
vibrate.
that's nice, like a cell phone.
You can have new user icons, some home menu changes, volume stuff, really just quality of life stuff. Nothing like too crazy. There's still no fucking virtual console or Netflix on it, which doesn't make any sense. But yeah, do you guys? Oh, I guess the main thing I want to talk about was you with the new stuff. So I guess we kind of
The news thing is cool. And there's like a minor like friends list update. It's like now it notifies you when like your friends get online, which is cool because
Yeah.
like if you're playing something, it's like oh okay now I can invite this person.
yeah.
So it's like you said, minor quality of life
Yeah, I
stuff.
literally
Yeah.
didn't notice.
Stuff that should have been implemented. Like I feel like day
At
one.
launch.
but-
When there's like a firmware update to like the PS4, like you're like, wow.
Stability. They pull out
Yeah.
that one gif of like with the guy kicking the like robot dog, and it's like
Oh,
stability.
yeah.
They're so stable or something.
Boston
like that.
Dynamics.
I love that. I love
Dude,
that.
shout
gif.
outs to those guys. Those guys are fucking awesome.
That shit's fucking scary, dude.
It is scary.
Like when you
I
see
don't-
him, like it'll be like they'll show like the before of like he can't walk up steps, and then it's like 5 seconds later he's like Michael Phelps fucking
It's
running up the steps.
Dude, if Google buys them, we're all fucked.
Oh my god, it's really fucking. I don't know. Yeah, but the future, yeah.
Regardless, PS4 updates, firmware updates are a little more obvious, I guess. And the Switch is like UI.
I mean, every now and
great. I think. I don't think it needed much tinkering with. But
I don't know.
I
The
love
UI is
the-
like really bare bones. It's like there's nothing
I
like
like that.
flowery.
I like how simple it's like so easy to use and simple. Like I love
like that
it.
about it.
The next story we have here is about an update to Overwatch, where a lot of stuff is getting tweaked. Most notably, the loot box system is being
About
tweaked.
fucking time.
So
for
you
that.
get less dupes and more new stuff, and also
Oh.
the dupes you do get offer or give you more coins to buy the stuff of your choice.
I guess they decided they made enough money.
Yeah, like so, yeah.
Sorely
It
needed
sucks
update.
that fucking it didn't happen before the
Took them what? 2
Before I
years?
fucking bought 10 loot boxes.
well,
and
yeah,
got
before
Luigi.
that. So, all right, Cheyenne, have you ever bought any loot boxes?
I bought you some for
yeah,
your
he
birthday.
bought me some, but I've never bought some for
All right, so
myself.
you two have bought loot boxes. We've never bought loot boxes.
Uh-huh.
How like I'm sure we're all like happy for this. How do you guys feel like not pissed off, but like are you like what the fuck?
I was
bought-
immediately, as soon as I opened my last loot box, I regretted buying them.
Right. I'm like low key bitter that it didn't happen when I bought my loot boxes,
Yeah.
but like I bought them for the events because like there's those events where they release these cool skins that you can't fucking get unless you play these events.
Yeah.
And if you're just not playing during the events, then I guess you're just not getting these skins. So it's like, all right, well I'll buy a few extra loot boxes, so I hopefully get the skin I want. Got literally all duplicates.
Yeah, absolutely
and got
nothing.
not shit for it.
Yeah.
So
Even during like if you just buy loot boxes because you want to get some cool stuff, like it's always like very, very disappointing.
Yeah.
So I actually one of the other things that just happened on Twitch Prime, you can get like a golden loot box.
which guarantees you like a legendary.
It guarantees you a legendary, and it's not supposed to give you any duplicates. So I did get a legendary from that. So that was pretty cool that they were doing that, and they were
Right.
also promising like 5 more loot boxes like in August for Twitch Prime. So that's pretty cool that they're doing that.
also, let's be real. Like when you buy loot boxes, especially, and you open one and it like fucking pops out that orange disc. It's like the best feeling in the world. It's like I'm about to get a legendary, and then it fucking gives you the same
Oh, and it
bullshit,
gives you money?
Yeah.
like fucking Winston
Yeah.
skin
You know-
that you already
Right.
have.
No, you know what that feels like is remember when Destiny first started, and sometimes you would get like a exotic item or a legendary item or whatever, or a engram, and you take it to the Cryptarch, and then he would give you a fucking like
You get like a
rare item.
white or something.
That shit was
Yeah.
the fucking worst.
Was
It
that,
was like,
a, was that a glitch?
no, it was
No,
like
that's
built
a-
into the game. Like,
What the
yeah.
fuck?
Decode an exotic and get like a green
Dude,
or
fucking
something dumb.
bait and
Yeah.
switch.
Yeah,
man.
it was like but sometimes greens would turn into exotics and stuff like that. But like that never
Yeah.
happened, and the other shit happened all the
What's
fucking
the
time.
point?
It was the worst.
They
Um,
did fix that like pretty quick. though.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that got fixed.
Interesting.
This is definitely something that I'm happy about because I'm like, after opening 400 some loot boxes and getting like crates full of only duplicates, I'm just excited. And they said that like you'll get the same amount of coins, if not more, and you'll also not get only duplicates. So
Yeah, it's better all around.
It'll-
It seems like. Is
Yeah,
this
I'm
the
hyped
update?
for
Are they
that.
adding the Reaper stuff, or was that the last update? I can't
that was the
remember.
last update.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
So he's getting like an
Reaper's-
awesome buff
Yeah, you got an
too,
awesome
from what I
buff.
heard.
He's
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Roadhog is
completely
fucking
redone.
worthless now.
Didn't they nerf his
Kinda.
hook?
They nerfed the fuck out of
Yeah,
Roadhog.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just doesn't. He like can't one shot. Like
Can't one
anybody.
shot like anybody. It
That's
was
kinda
just a
stupid.
whole fucking kit, so he's useless. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, he's like just to charge the other team's ult at this point.
Yeah.
Because he's like big as
Yes.
fuck. and,
That
like,
sucks,
he can't
That's
miss-
honestly.
I love Roadhog in
They call
3v3.
me Ult Battery.
All right, yeah. So this last story we have here is about Detroit Become Human. The director David Cage was giving an interview with GameSpot at E3 and said that the game would come out next year, although they didn't give a date during the presentation. I don't really believe him. I'm sure he wants it to come out next year, but I don't know. Like, how do you guys see this game coming out next year at all? Or
I just like don't. I mean, unless
Alright.
like the okay, no,
I don't.
I don't. Unless the release date is like very like I will be hyped for Mario Odyssey right now because it's coming out in October and there's no fucking way that's getting pushed back. If
Yeah.
something is like first quarter 2018, I'm just not even gonna think about it
Yeah.
because there's like no reason.
so much stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason to, and besides, like, even if I was hyped for it, there's a very good chance that thing's gonna get pushed back because that's just how it works. And I completely understand. Development time. You never know what's gonna happen. You change engines, and they have to make the whole game in 18 months.
Time?
Huh?
Velvet time?
Velvet time. That's what they.
Oh, you said developer time.
Development time.
If you're not on Velvet Time,
I thought it was like a Velvet Room thing. I was like, oh, is that a new term that Atlas came up with?
It's after hours at fucking Devolver.
Oh wow.
No, but like, you got to make the whole game in 18 months, like Andromeda. I mean, whatever. Shit happens, basically, and things get pushed back, so I've just kind of come to expect that. So unless there's a firm date, like, September, October, where we are now...
You're not about these windows.
Windows are bullshit. It's a suggestion, as I've said. It's just like, this is probably when it's going to come out. So this will definitely get pushed back or be very late 2018. So I'm not hyped. I'm excited for the game, but I'm not, like, looking forward to that window. I'm just going to wait and see when it comes out, and then when it comes out, I'll start, thinking more about it.
But does this developer have like a history of pushing back their games?
Oh yeah.
All right, well then it's gonna get pushed back.
Oh yeah.
Did Heavy Rain get delayed?
Yeah, Heavy Rain got delayed a bunch. It took like 5 years to make that.
It was worth it,
like
dude.
5
Heavy
years
Rain was
between
the shit.
or not Heavy Rain.
Beyond Two
Beyond
Souls.
Two Souls. Between that and Heavy Rain, it's like 4 years when it's supposed to come out in like 2 or something like that, because it was running on the same engine.
Well, no doubt. Yeah.
And also, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for Detroit. I'm interested to see what they do with the whole Android thing. I kind of feel like the Android narrative is a little like trite.
Played
a little
out.
bit.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
You didn't play Nier though.
I did not.
Yeah, that's
Tons
like
of shit's
literally
been doing that.
everything that Nier's about. I'm more interested in what they do, like kind of the correlation it has to like race and stuff like that in this year, because I feel like it has like a strong implication of like everybody's being like awoken and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's really
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just really interesting to see what he does with that, and I hope he doesn't screw it up, which he probably will. So next topic or next segment of the show is when we talk about what we have been playing. So I'm going to start with Cheyenne, who has been playing a cool little adventure game that came out last year. It was on PS Plus last month or this month?
Last year.
It came out last year.
On PS4?
Yeah.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah, it was,
Wait a
but it
minute,
was
that
on
game
PS
came
Plus
out.
last month, right? Or
Yes.
this month? I don't know.
I think it was it this month. I don't know.
I don't know. It's Life is Strange.
Anyway,
We're talking about Life is
Life
Strange.
is
We're talking about
Strange.
Life is Strange.
Yes.
You can kiss
I
a girl in
have
that
been
game.
playing. That's true. You know what? I actually didn't know how to get that to happen, but anyway, so I was playing Life is Strange. I started playing it a while ago because I was like, this seems like the perfect game for me. Like, it's this girl, and she's cute, and she's all
Says
like...
hella.
Yeah, that's...
Dialogue is kind of cringy sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah. But, yeah,
Game is good though.
It is good. I finished it recently, after having kind of stopped playing it on PC because I was like, this kind of just reminds me of what I was like in high school, and I kind of don't like it. But then I went back to it, and I kind of finished the later episodes, and I was actually like very into the story, and I was like really excited by it. So, I think.
You alright, nothing, man. I'm just having fun, man. I'm having a good time. We were doing podcasts with my friends, you know what I'm saying?
You just
Having a good
I
time.
should mention
Good
that I
time.
bought Life is Strange for you as a gift, and you only played it when it was free on PS Plus.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That happened.
But also, it didn't run very well on this crappy laptop. So
Yeah,
like,
well.
The lip syncing runs great on everything because it looks
'Cause
really
it's
bad.
It's fine.
it's-
I honestly don't think the dialogue is like very like you said cringy,
high
but like
schoolers.
that is how high school. I don't know.
To a degree, I understand. Like
I get it has some vibes of like
It's
this is how a
exaggerative.
30-year-old dude thinks high school
Yes,
is hot kind
exactly.
of thing. But
That's-
like I don't know, I felt like it was like a
like
little
nobody
apt.
says hella 3 times in one sentence.
I don't know.
Like,
Maybe they do on the West Coast.
No,
I don't
Hello
know.
was a little.
The
But,
game's very pretty.
Yeah, I think the art style is really cool.
I love it.
Yeah. I
The
know.
lip syncing gave me a little time for polish.
It's
Just
but
who cares?
It's old. The
Yeah,
game
just who-
actually came out in like 2013.
Oh, did it come out in 2014? All right, whatever.
Yeah, but like on
Get
PS4,
your
it's
shit
a
together, dude.
recent game.
No,
No,
I
it
think it came out same time on PS4. I just got it
Did
wrong.
it?
I
I have no idea.
I don't
think
know.
it did.
All right, either way.
But anyway.
Irregardlessly.
Exactly,
Fuck
dude.
off.
Anyway, I think I also kind of got into it because I had recently started reading about like Ashley Birch and how she can't be the voice of
Chloe.
Chloe.
I heard something
in
about that,
this-
but I don't
in
really know the.
It's the voice
the
actor's straight.
prequel. Yeah. But Ashley Birch is really cool, and she does a really, really great job with voicing Chloe in Life is
Her
Strange.
name is a treat.
Is she related to
Yes.
Anthony
You nailed
Birch?
that one.
Yeah. Nails are what you put in a tree when you hang up a sign.
Holy shit! You just.
You probably
Is
shouldn't
she
do
Can't
that.
stop.
Anthony Birch's daughter or sister or something?
Anthony Bourdain?
Anthony Birch,
Yeah.
the
Oh my
developer
God.
of...
I'm fucking killing it.
You're on
Yeah.
fire right now.
The director
Got it.
of Borderlands? Or the writer?
I have no idea.
That
Fuck, I don't know.
could be
Maybe.
possible.
That sounds right.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Borderlands-
Should
when the
follow
fuck is
Ashley
Borderlands
Birch on
3
Twitter
coming out?
because
I don't
she's
know.
Awesome
I don't
and
care.
Possibly
great.
never.
Do we care about Borderlands 3?
I do. 2 was fucking awesome.
I'm
What are
done
you
with
talking
Borderlands.
about?
But the one after that was like,
Yeah,
The
but-
one bad game and you're like, I'm fucking done with this. Yet you play Kingdom Hearts.
what the fuck?
Dream Drop Distance you said was not good.
What the fuck?
And you said
Where
Cheyenne
was
and
the segue in that?
Because you're saying if one series has a bad game, you're just like, I'm fucking done with it. One bad game and I can't fucking
No,
ever
I said
play a
like I
sequel.
played Borderlands, put like 200 hours into Borderlands 2, got to the fucking pre-bullshit whatever it was called, was like,
didn't
okay,
like
I'm
the
done
mood.
with this game. Played it for a while, was like, you know what? I've had enough Borderlands. I'm done with Borderlands.
All right.
Never said it was a bad game.
Alright, you said the fucking
You like
pre-bullshit.
fucking went from 0 to 60 like just that, and
mean,
made a
I'm just-
comparison that made no sense.
I'm just telling you that if you're playing a series and one of the games is bad, it's not a reason to look past that a sequel might be better and improve on the core
That's
mechanics.
fair, dude. All I said was I personally have had enough.
It
Borderlands.
sounded like you were saying that pre-sequel just killed all hope for any possible Borderlands.
For me, I was like, I got to it, didn't even finish it. I was like, you know what? I'm done with this.
that's fine.
That's it.
That's okay, but why are you like mainline Borderlands game? Fuck that. Even though we had so
Pretty
much
sure
fun
that
with it.
never came out of my mouth.
All right, you know what?
Roll the tape back.
Anyway,
Moving on.
Life is Strange is good.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it.
David, you've been playing Housemarque's new game, Next Machina.
I'm pretty sure it's House Mark. Is it not House Marquee?
It's not.
You're out of your
Mark?
fucking mind, dude.
Okay.
It's
Alright.
Housemarque.
Anyway,
Like, it's for sure Housemarque.
Marquee is a word though.
I bet it is.
it
Bismarck?
is.
I think it has 2 E's in it at the end.
Oh, there's only one E. All right, House Mark. That's fucking weird.
They're
What's-
Finnish, man.
They spell it like.
Hmm.
All right. It's also CD Projekt, but you say project. So to be fair.
I mean, like, I don't live in Poland, so, like, that's a big factor in that
right.
pronunciation.
Do you call Euros gyros too?
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna fuck
Alright.
you up. Anyways, Next Machina is their new game. The prequel to their upcoming game Matterfall, which is coming out in
The prequel to their upcoming game.
Well, it's not a prequel. Okay, it's the. All right, whatever. Matterfall is coming out later this year, and
Yeah.
that's their next game. This is a different team. I think they have like 3 teams working on different games at any given time.
And they're like a small indie studio. So
Yeah, I
it's, like,
can't
pretty
believe
cool
that
to
they
see
could
them, like,
push
kinda
that out.
branch out with that, you know what I'm saying?
Very interesting. Yeah, it's fucking great. It took everything that I loved about like Resogun, which I wasn't like super into. Like you were, CJ, you platinumed it.
Top 10 game on the PS4.
Yeah, whatever. It's a great game.
Bold claim.
Yeah, it's a bold
Factual claim.
But it just like perfected their formula. They've been making all they make pretty much is Twin Sticks.
Yeah, they make Twin Stick shooters. So they came out with Super Stardust, and then Dead Nation, which is like more akin to Next Machina, and then Resogun, which is like more like Super Stardust. And then they came out with a game last year called Alien Nation, which is just like Dead Nation. And then Next Machina is like it's like a mix between the 2 genres that they kind of do.
Yeah. It
Like
just
it's
took
top down.
Yeah. Yep. It's like isometric. It takes all of their mechanics, like their combo building.
Bullet hells and stuff like that.
Yeah. Their enemy designs are really good in it. It has very diverse levels. The enemies are very clear in their hostility. You can very easily see what's gonna like hurt you. Everything's very clear visually. It never feels unfair when you die. It's really, really solid, and that score chasing aspect is definitely there. I'm always like, one more run. The trophy list is fucking great, which is like kind of a weird thing to praise, but we were talking earlier today about how trophy lists can be really shitty.
Yeah.
I'd be like, pick up all the little fucking golden turd nuggets in the fucking corner.
Or
of the
like you
level.
you play Call of Duty, it's like get 30 million kills.
Yeah,
It's just like, okay, no.
Uncharted.
Takes you
pick up every
600 hours
fucking-
of multiplayer.
Yeah, that was Last of Us trophies. It's
Those
like-
were bullshit.
Yeah, they're
Didn't
terrible.
even try to get those.
trash.
I did them.
This one is clever.
Jesus.
Then never went back to the platinum.
It makes you
Fuck
makes
that.
you
That's
play the
just
game in unique
embarrassing.
ways, which I enjoy revisiting. So I'm kind of like trophy chasing now, and then later I'm gonna go back and high score chase in the leaderboards, which is cool. They keep a very tight leaderboard system too. So yeah, would recommend. Very good game.
Aaron, you've not pulled yourself away from Zelda, but
I was playing Zelda a lot.
have been still playing Zelda on and off. But you've been getting back into Horizon,
Yeah.
which we've all played a little bit of here. How you liking that?
I love it so far, dude. The combat is awesome. The story is great. The characters are great. The fucking perfect example of the combat. Like, I didn't really get into anything crazy until like I came across like a Thunderjaw, I think it's called, the like gigantic ones with like 6 bajillion different weapons on their back.
X-Men, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
the shit you can do to this fucking Thunderjaw was like surgery, dude. Like, you can go in, like, I slid under it at one point and shot like a freeze arrow into its stomach, and then came out under that, like ran up a cliff, like jumped off and blew up this thing on its back. It was the most satisfying shit I've ever done. It was so fun.
It's like a big old
Horizon
fucking,
is great.
It's like playing fucking dinosaur Jenga. You just knock off all the pieces.
It was so fun. I found out later, like after I killed the Thunderjaw, that those fucking giant like box things that fall off of it, you can pick it up and then shoot it
They're
with
weapons.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. Now that it's dead, like I'm glad that I know this.
It's the best way to fuck them up. There's also a valley with 2 of them that you can make fight like fucking kaiju. It's fucking sick. You can like override one and just watch them battle each other. It's sick.
Yeah, Horizon's great.
Combat in the game is...
And I'm only like halfway, not even halfway into the game. Haven't even made it to Meridian yet. I'm like level 25. Just been running around doing like side quests and killing random shit and having an absolute blast with it.
Yep.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about Horizon because we weren't doing the podcast at that point, but that game's fantastic.
No,
I
game's very
absolutely
good.
love
Yeah,
it.
it's
Like,
awesome.
It is my favorite game this year, and maybe my favorite game of all time, just for a lot of different reasons. But it is so much fun, and I love it so much.
Did you miss the, Aaron, did you miss the kind of world interaction coming from Zelda to Horizon? I know there's a lot of criticism about, like...
Because those games came out like 3 days apart.
Breath of the Wild is actually in probably like my top 5 favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
Like going from that to Horizon, it doesn't make Horizon look bad, really.
No,
it's just
they're
like
different. For
right.
Sure.
And the only complaint I have going from Zelda to Horizon is that like the movement, it feels a lot
Everything
different and
feels
it's hard to get
worse
used to. It's like
Than Zelda.
Zelda teaches you that it's okay to climb everything and that you can climb everything. It even encourages you to do so. Horizon, not so much.
You're kind of like janky glitch jumping up certain hills
Exactly.
and shit.
I found myself like trying to find ways to like cheat the fucking system and like get up mountains
It's
when
like
I shouldn't.
Skyrim horse climbing.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. Like, more games should embrace that kind of like free-form movement.
Right.
And even just the analog directional movement in Zelda feels so good that everything else is just lacking. It's so tight to like control Link. It just feels really nice. Like the game feels there. Horizon in comparison's a little clunky, but I think the combat is where it really shines.
The combat's great.
And it's beautiful too. So
Yeah.
Right.
you can't really do that. I mean, Zelda's graphics are the thing it sacrifices for the...
I don't know. Zelda, like, it sacrifices in that it's not photorealistic.
The
but
art
it's, like,
style is there.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
it looks gorgeous.
Yes.
And the combat in Horizon, there's so much room to like, you can be stealthy, you can like surgically like remove different parts of these different monsters. Like there's just so many ways to approach every situation that it's great. It's so fun.
Great game.
Yep. The next thing we're going to talk about is the recommending a game segment, right? That's what's next, David? You
Yeah,
do this with me on a weekly basis.
I believe so. Yes.
Who was doing it? We didn't
I think
decide
I
on it.
was. Yeah, no, I think I came with the game. So CJ, you just picked up this game. I had played.
Yeah, it's on
this,
sale right now on PSN and Steam. And
It is. It's a roguelite.
it's probably on Xbox One too.
It's the most innovative game I've played in probably the last few years. It's called Crypt of the Necrodancer. I think it's got a pretty big cult following in the roguelite community. It's pretty well known. Some streamers have played it. It is a top-down dungeon crawling game that you would expect a roguelite to have. It's got weapons and armor that you can pick up, levels and bosses that you go through, but it's all like a rhythm game. So basically every motion that you're making and every item that you're using is on a beat that is tempoed by a song, and the soundtrack's actually done by Danny. I'm gonna butcher his name. Danny B is what he goes by. He's a composer for the video game.
Any
community.
relation to Cliffy B?
No, I don't believe so. He did the soundtrack for Super Meat Boy. He used to work with Edmund McMillan. I think they had a falling out. He did the original soundtrack for the first Binding of Isaac, and now Crypt of the Necrodancer is all done by him.
There's a second Binding. Or are you talking about the expansion?
The original Flash
Yeah,
game.
I know what you're saying. My bad.
Yeah. So that upset a lot of people because his music is absolutely incredible. It really scores this really well. It's very up tempo, very epic sounding. I've listened to this soundtrack standalone at work a bunch this week because it's so good. Definitely check it out. It's got multiple playable characters. The lead girl has a backstory that you kind of uncover as you're going through the dungeon. It's incredibly difficult because the enemies, just like you do, move to the beat. So it becomes sort of like a weird game of chess where you're trying to predict where the enemy's going to move on the next beat and how far your weapon can reach in respect to them so that you don't get hit. It becomes very difficult to like not end up overlapping with their attacks. It's very hard, but it's very worth it if you can pull it off. definitely would recommend at least trying it out or looking up some gameplay and see if it's your thing. Very innovative game. Yeah, it's just super great. So check it out.
You bringing that up, the soundtrack stuff, kind of makes me wanna. You guys ready for curveball here?
Sure.
Anybody else ready?
Hell yeah, dude.
Do you guys listen to video game like soundtracks at
Oh,
all?
yeah.
Like I don't know, like, because I personally don't like at all.
Do you do it on principle or just
Not
because,
on
like,
principle, just like I don't ever find myself drawn to a game soundtrack enough where I want to go back and like every now and then I might like look up something on YouTube as like not a joke, but like just be like, oh, like the Persona 4 like menu music or something like that is like really, it's like in my head or something like that, or like fucking Hotline Miami or something like that, which has a great soundtrack, don't get me wrong, but like I'm not listening to it like on just like by myself. But Aaron, you do, so like.
And I'll turn this into my game recommendation too. As far as soundtracks go, like the Transistor, I fucking listened to that soundtrack all the way through like so many times. I love that soundtrack. I love that game. The aesthetic, the gameplay, like the story, just everything about it. It's like probably my favorite indie game of all time. I realize that's a bold claim. I haven't played a lot of indie games, to be honest, but like I love the shit out of that game. The soundtrack is great. Listen to it all the time. Probably like once every few months I'll go back to it. But yeah, that's probably the best example I have, like listening to video game soundtracks.
More often than not, I find myself like with the Hotline Miami soundtrack, since it was actual artists making the music, I would go and listen to them, like Moon, Carpenter Brute, fucking, what was the other one? What was the Knight Rider guy? I can't remember.
Nicolas Cage?
Yep, that's right. Nick Cage.
Yeah.
I would more often than not, I would go and
I was a Ghost Rider, I'm sorry.
find the artist's music and listen to that. I listen to a lot of music, so sometimes I just want like a change of pace. You know, I want something a little easier to listen to, a little more upbeat. It's gonna get me through the morning or something. So yeah, I'll go check out like a video game soundtrack. But more often than not, that ends up being like a couple songs that I really like, and then a lot of just bullshit interlude stuff that's like interlude for the shop music, and it's like, this is 30 seconds of just like nothing. And so that on like Spotify or something ends up just being like I love Undertale soundtrack. But a lot of the songs on the official soundtrack are really short, and you're not really hearing what you want to hear. A lot of it's just like silly non sequitur shit, which is fine.
That makes perfect sense. But
I will go look at like extended cuts on YouTube if I want to really listen to this.
And that's part of another reason I love the Transistor soundtrack so much is because it flows like an album. Like it feels like I'm listening to like a
like music's a big component of that game. So like,
yeah, exactly.
It makes sense.
Fucking that game is so great for so many reasons, but that reason specifically for me is like the soundtrack. It just like resonates with me so well. Like if I just want to relax and I'm just like, especially for like long drives or something, I'll just put that album on and it feels like I'm just listening to like a great like instrumental album. There's some like vocal tracks, but
Cheyenne, any input?
Any about
Soundtrack?
soundtracks? The only like soundtrack that I would listen to is like Hotline Miami, because like you said, like actual artists, and like that's music that I could definitely listen to. I haven't really listened
as opposed to all those
any of
fake artists making all the
Video game artists.
No, like outside of video games, they make music outside of video games. But like one of the artists that I think I listen to the most that makes like a lot of music for video games is Disaster Piece. They did the music in Fez and Hyper Light Drifter, and they also did the music in It Follows, which is a film. So it was really cool.
That movie soundtrack was good too.
Yeah, it's really good. So like, if I were to listen to any like video game soundtracks, it would probably be from Disaster Piece. But honestly, I'd be listening to the It Follows soundtrack more than I would any video game soundtracks. But,
Yeah.
Just soundtracks in general, I can't get into.
Well,
yeah.
Like
Okay.
movie
I get
scores
that.
by themselves. Like I listened to
Yeah.
the one I listened to, I kind of got into was the Stranger Things soundtrack, just because like I love the like '80s aesthetic for that.
Yeah.
But even after like a week, I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm not.
a week
right.
of listening to something, that's like fair.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like I didn't listen to like a week straight. I wasn't
No,
like
I
a
mean,
fucking
but-
sensory deprivation chamber.
I-
listening to fucking like
But I think
11.
listening to it like a couple times in a week, I'm like, that's like a new album for me. I'm like, that's cool. I'll revisit it in months.
Yeah, but I'm never going back to that.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
The other one that I listen to still every now and then is the not like the soundtrack to Dragon Age Inquisition, but like the
This
Bard
is basically just topic of the week. You just want to make this topic of the week?
yeah, that's fine. That's
Alright,
fair.
I'm sorry. Dragon
No,
Age
you're good.
Inquisition.
The Bard
songs.
songs. Like
Yeah.
those are great. Like I love those. Like actually downloaded that. I don't know if it's like an album, but like those songs, you know what I mean? And I listen to those like relatively often.
I like the new Mario Odyssey song.
the jazz, like where he's singing about being
The
Mario
show
and
tune.
fucking hypnotizing people with his hat.
It's fucking
The show
great.
tunes thing is awesome.
Nintendo of America made it very clear.
The
it's
fucking
not-
Mario Kart 8 music is great too.
Yes.
Like not unrelated, but like it's jazzy, like dun, 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 or whatever.
Yeah, they've been very good at that.
It's a really good.
Nintendo's like great for
Ours
like,
too, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like the crowd change.
just about every Zelda has always had a great soundtrack.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like Breath of the Wild, from what I've played, like
Just like-
it's
No,
very
it's understated, but like
sparse.
flawless. Like it's so
The
fucking
Guardian fight music, like that shit is fucking awesome.
good. Yeah, that's what makes it so good. Is it's like it's there when you need it, but then it just fades away without you even noticing it when
I
you're
guess
like
so.
exploring.
What's the best video game like song kind of thing?
Song?
Or like
Song?
theme
Holy
or
shit.
like
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Ludwig and Bloodborne, that fight song.
How'd
Yeah,
that go?
that was
I
really
don't
good.
remember.
Ornstein's Smooth song is good too.
And it had like the fucking chorus that comes up when he goes in his second form and he gets the fucking sword. I will always have that in the back of my head. That is the most fucking epic video game song of all
The
time.
music in Bloodborne is really, really.
It's
It
all
is.
actually orchestrated.
It's-
There's like
yeah,
videos of like choruses like singing the Latin
So
hymns and
honorable
shit.
mention, Bloodborne. for
Bloodborne's
sure.
a
Yeah.
very good soundtrack. Dark Souls 3 is pales in comparison to it because it's like not
I think
one
all
it's not
of the
same
From
thing.
games have like
They have good soundtracks, but
Ornstein and
Bloodborne's
Smo's fight music was
yeah,
great.
of course. Bloodborne's for some reason though is just that's my top by far.
No, it's good. That's a good mention. I forgot about that.
Dishonorable mention is the Vuvuzela from Uncharted. Whenever you fall
Oh
off
my
a cliff, and it's
God.
like that shit's great.
Oh, we should talk
It's like
about
you're
the-
already frustrated, then it just assaults
So-
your fucking
Nate,
nose.
no!
You guys know what this one's from? La 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 la.
Oh, that's
Witcher
Witcher.
fight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
The Witcher 3 fight
La,
music.
la, 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 la.
You just start screaming.
It's bad.
That's a good one. I probably just
Yeah, but sometimes like it'll fuck up because that game's so big. You'll just be like riding Roach around and it's like and then it comes off real quick. Halo is the one that like everybody talks about. Is
The
like,
monks?
the
Yeah.
Gorgarian chants,
Yeah.
and with that all the time.
Yeah, that shit's good, dude.
Yeah.
Zelda soundtracks have always been good. Kirby 64's soundtrack understated. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Really, the real MVP is all the like NES and SNES soundtracks where they had to make it like chiptune with
MIDI
the,
and shit. Yeah.
Wait, they only have like 5 noises to fucking make songs out of.
Dude, I think-
And, like that shit is like because like Mario 1 or Super Mario Brothers 1 or whatever. That like the intro dun dun dun, dun is like the like if
You
you
just
do
like
that,
did Game of
anybody,
Thrones right there.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
You
That's
did.
it.
You
Yeah,
100%
well,
did.
Like,
Dun,
you know,
dun, 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 dun,
like
dun.
the fucking Mario 1 dun 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 dun.
You just keep
Dun,
doing
dun,
it.
dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
You
guess.
just did like mariachi shit.
Alright,
Right?
either way, but whatever. The like that like shout out to all of them and like Mega Man has really cool soundtracks.
Yeah,
and, like,
Mega
all
Man
that.
2 is fucking god tier soundtrack. Dude.
Yeah.
Airman's theme's my shit.
For real though, Nintendo I feel like has like a special place in everybody's heart as far as like soundtracks.
Mhm.
Like they have so many iconic themes and songs that even people who don't play video games know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Like
sure.
the Mario theme, like even songs from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Like everybody
Yeah, the
knows some of
flutes.
the Nintendo songs.
Yeah.
So shouts to Nintendo for that.
Good job.
Probably gonna be nothing less than perfect. I don't know. Odyssey's music seems pretty understated too in the levels that I've seen, but we'll see.
The
Nice.
fucking like piano flourishes in Breath of the Wild though.
I
They're
like
so
the Windows
good.
startup theme that plays.
The Windows started?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like a piano part that plays just the Windows startup theme. I forget how it goes now. How does it go, Cheyenne?
I don't
Is it like
want
the
to-
error thing that you just did? Like,
No, it's like when you start up Windows like XP. It's that
Yeah.
like piano.
Dun, 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 dun. It's like that.
You'll hear it. You'll, like
Kind of.
now you'll know. When
You'll-
it
you'll
happens.
notice.
You'll know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure I will. I
Oh, is
fucking
it like
can't
whenever
unhear
you
that
find,
shit.
whenever you like open a door? Is that what you're talking
No,
about?
it's just randomly
it's,
out in the
yeah,
open world.
sometimes it's just part of the
That
music.
when you open the
It
door,
goes like
it's
this, like, bam, 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 bam. I don't-
yeah, Persona. We didn't talk about Persona.
Persona 5.
Yeah, no,
Persona
I was
4.
gonna mention Persona.
Persona
5.
4, I think is better, but yeah, Persona 5 is great.
No, I still find myself going to YouTube being like, I need these Persona
See,
5
you haven't
songs
even-
right now.
You haven't even gotten the most catchy song.
I have it.
No.
I'm on,
River-
like
River in the
third,
Desert.
third,
Oh, God, it's-
yeah.
That's a good one, dude.
It's real
You're
good.
gonna love it.
Yeah, no, yeah. Persona 4 music is like.
I
You
managed
guys doing
to-
that reminded me of Marvel vs. Capcom. We're like, gonna take you for a
Oh, that's a good
ride.
one. MVC2, dude.
Yeah.
Classic.
Oh, we didn't mention Snake Eater.
There's like a million things we haven't mentioned.
I know, but like Snake Eater
Wait,
is
we
like.
can talk about themes for like.
Snake Eater's like fucking Snake Eater.
Yeah, that's
So good.
iconic.
That's very good. I'm trying to think of any more that we want to mention. Anything?
Oh, man. Factory Inspection from Kirby 64 and the Crystal Shards is my Probably my favorite video game.
I remember you playing that for me on YouTube like way back in the day.
Yeah, I like when you can go on like YouTube and you look something up and like you won't even, it'll be unrelated to like that song, but somebody will use a song in a video for like a theme and you're like, oh shit, I remember that.
I love
or
that.
something. Yeah.
Especially when hip hop samples video game.
Oh yeah, just speaking of hip, I can name, but the Little Uzi Vert's song "EXO Tour Life" has like the noise for when you open a door in Minecraft in it, I guess. And like everybody, I guess it's really not. It's from like a plugin or something like that, but they probably use the same thing. It sounds exactly like that.
That's funny.
It's really funny.
I thought that the song off of Yeezus, with the fucking, god damn it, the one with the, man, what is it called? I'm in it, I can't get out. What is that song?
I'm in it.
I'm in it. Yeah, that's it. I thought that was a chain chomp when the dog was barking.
Oh yeah, dude, I heard that too. Yeah,
it sounds like a chain chomp.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, that's cool.
Captain Murphy has like a How You Do Ken or whatever. And,
Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I don't know, cool stuff. But yeah, this has been the current gaming podcast, episode 8, I think maybe.
That's
Yeah,
what you
probably.
said at the
That's
beginning.
one of them.
All right, well that works. Yeah, so my name is Charles Blades. You can find me on Twitter at CharlesTitha. David, where can we find you?
My guy Dave on Twitter and D_Morg on Instagram if you want to see my art.
Cheyenne, where can we see
On
you?
Twitter, I am at poopflowers.
That really works with the room. And Aaron, where can we find you?
I don't really use Twitter, but I'm pretty sure it's just Aaron M.
What's your
Weeks.
MySpace? What was your MySpace?
MySpace/EXO. I don't have a MySpace.
Did you? No, like when you had MySpace.
Well, how the fuck would I remember that? That was like 18.
Dude, I remember I changed Jake Favors' MySpace like custom URL to CJ is the best because he left his computer as MySpace logged in.
Well done.
Once.
Wow.
That was good times.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jake Favors and shout out to all you watching and goodbye.